Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers. Welcome to our home. We're bearing down on Christmas, aren't we?
We are. It's just a few days away, and we have lots of things going to happen.
Yeah, we're going to get all of our family here, knock on wood.
Yes.
And that'll be our 3 sons and our 7 grandchildren, 2 daughter-in-laws, our other son's fiance. It's going to be rocking and rolling here. The presents are all around the tree.
They are.
She's been wrapping it, man. She is so good at it. And it looks great.
Thank you.
Thanks to her and Amazon.
Absolutely. Thanks, Amazon. Oh my gosh, what we'll do.
But we're looking forward to just a fabulous week, and we hope that every one of you has a great week as well. On today's show, there's a prison down the road.
Was Jerry brought up in a barn?
A viewer says his biggest mistake was moving to Florida.
And where to go to find some beautiful Christmas lights.
A brand new bubble wrap.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. I'm going to put you to work during this holiday season. I'm going to give you a new use for some of the wax that you'd normally use on your car. That's this week's bubble wrap.
And more. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
Well, we've got a pretty good weather-wise situation. I mean, what was it today? In 60 degrees?
It was 60. It's going to be 40 tonight. And of course, this is Saturday. We're filming, but it's been chilly. I walked out today and I went, whoa! I haven't been outside, and I felt like Indiana.
That was a secret.
Oh, they know we filmed that.
We can't get up on Monday morning and film.
No.
This way I get to work all day Sunday editing and putting it together for you.
Right.
Although we're doing the light version where I don't do much editing. You're going to see a lot of the pimples.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. I want to show you our palm tree out front. You remember we had 3, had 2 Washingtonias. We took those down. Major project. And we like those trees, but they're just too much maintenance.
Yeah.
And now the last one, the Lone Ranger, the Queen Palm, that beautiful tree has died. Look at that ugly thing.
Yeah.
And so it looks like we're going to have to get our landscaper, Alan Vaca, to come over here and dig up that gigantic root ball and get that thing out of here for us. It's another big project.
Another project. It seems like we always have projects, Jerry.
And you know, one thing was in Next Door last week or the week before, and I wrote it down to share with you guys because the dentist.
Yeah.
So much is made of moving to a new home like we did, and you did, and many of you did, and you got to find a new dentist. And it seems like we hear stories all the time of these dentists trying to take advantage of people.
Yeah, we hear it a lot.
It's not every dentist. Of course, there are some fantastic ones out there. But more often than not, we're hearing about people that go in just for a checkup and find out that they need thousands of dollars of treatment. One in the next door, and I don't know the person, and all I did was read it. So I'm just going to share it with you because it's kind of typical. They had a crown come loose, just like I did last year.
Yeah.
They went in to have it cemented back on, and the dentist told them that they couldn't do it without a full set of mouth x-rays. Well, they didn't want to pay for the x-rays, but they did. And after the x-rays, it was said, we can't put that crown back on. We're going to have to rework that whole tooth. Anyway, thousands of dollars. The person said, heck with this. I'm going back to wherever. I went to their old dentist who said, no, I can cement that back on. There's nothing wrong with that tooth whatsoever. So I'm just telling you, beware. Read the Next Door reviews on dentists, and not just dentists, but eye doctors and everything. And then you can kind of make your mind up who treats people right and who doesn't. But boy, when it comes to dentists, there's some really shady stories on there. So do your homework.
That's a shame. You're hurting. You want this done, and you know that dentist work can get very expensive. And a simple just let's glue it back on becomes thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Now on mine, when it came off, remember you folks, I had to go in, and they told me the same thing. My tooth was chipped. I had to have the tooth reworked, have it put on. Expensive. But then a year later, that crown fell off. And I went in, they glued it back on, no problem, no charge, no nothing.
That's good.
So hopefully you'll be dealing with somebody like
That's
that.
right.
What else we have here?
I don't know.
We have some reviews to get out for you. You remember we have the new show called You Might Need This?
Yeah.
And we've got some stacked up, so watch for that. Thanks to everybody that watched our Wednesday night show.
Yes, that
It
was fun.
started off as just a pet peeve show,
Yeah.
but sometimes we make commitments and then we're stuck because we got to do a live show, but we're somewhere else. So we did it there at the party,
Yeah, we did.
and you got to meet some of our friends, and weren't they nice?
Yeah, we took over the girl power. So we enjoyed ourselves talking about pet peeves, and so, but you know, everybody has pet peeves, and you know what? You have to get over them. Hey, it's Christmas time.
That's right.
Forgive and forget.
I'll remind you of that next time you get mad at me for my socks being on the floor.
Or chewing potato chips with your mouth open.
Were you talking about me when you were saying that?
No, never mind.
All right, let's go to our questions tonight.
This first question is from Reggie. We notice on your out and about that you sometimes wear a hat in the restaurants. Were you brought up in a barn, or is that the Florida way?
Well, Reggie, I'm glad you asked, because as a matter of fact, I was brought up in a barn,
Yeah.
and I still love the smell of barns. I love a horse. I love to scratch him. I even like to scratch the old pig behind the ears and smell those bad boys. But
Yeah.
but I'm not shy about wearing a hat. And if you look at especially at the country clubs, you're going to see hats all over the place because people are playing golf and everything else. And you don't have to worry. And is that all you have to worry about, Reggie, is whether I wear a hat or not? I like hats anyway. My hair is messed up about 90% of the time. And our viewers send us these hats. I mean, this is only a smidgen of them. Of course, they didn't send me this one. That's my Notre Dame hat. Woo! Did y'all watch that game? I thought you did. But yeah, I like hats. I like to wear them. It's my Tim McGraw hat
It
here.
looks pretty fine to me.
And yeah, I wear them, and a lot of people do. Don't sweat it.
Yeah.
Just, it's Florida. It's casual.
Yeah.
Come as you are. Reggie, if we're out route and you see me wearing my hat, say hello and we'll talk.
There you go.
I'm going to see how bad my hair is now. Old Shane Baker wrote us and said that his biggest mistake was moving to Florida.
Aw. Aw.
I don't know. I mean, it could have been a mistake. Maybe you hate hot weather. Maybe you hate nice people.
Yeah. You know, it may not be for everybody, but you know what? Maybe you can move away.
Yeah, that road comes right down to Florida, and then the same road goes right back up north.
It does.
And that's what we said. We took a big old gamble when we came
did.
down here.
We did.
And we said, hey, if we don't like it, we're going to get out of Dodge.
You know, that's funny though. You just said that. I talked to a person the other day in Bargains and Blessings when I was working Friday, and this couple said they have moved 5 times in the last 5 or 6 years. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I said, did you like one house better than the other? You know, not really. They just made good investments. They did some good trade ups and trade arounds or whatever. So, but that's a lot of moving and a lot of packing.
Yeah, a lot of people move because of other reasons than they don't like it. You know, maybe it's, and we've talked about this before, but maybe they're ill, or maybe they have a relative that's ill. Maybe they've used up all their money and now they've got to move to a cheaper location.
Yeah, could be.
Or whatever. So there are lots of reasons. Don't pass judgment on them. But
that's right.
if you don't like it, just move. That's what we tell people. I always wonder in retirement, if you live somewhere and you don't love it, you don't love where you live, why do you live there? Go somewhere else. You're running out of time, right? When you get older.
Yes.
You never know.
Time ticks. I'm telling you, it's going too quick.
All right.
All right. This next one is, does the tea time system work? And
The tea time system is the easiest way that you can reserve a spot to play golf, both championship and executive. It's online. You pay $8 a month, we do. And that's good for our whole house, our household. And we get a player number, etc. And we can go in there and all the courses are listed. You pick however many courses you want to try for. You tell them what day you want to play, what time range you would like to play, and they try to plug you in. However, I think this that you're looking at, that paper there, is the third or fourth time in the last month and a half that we have been rejected.
Row.
So we have, we belong to a little group on Thursdays that plays golf. And we put in all those parameters and they look at how much you played. For us, nothing.
Yeah.
Zeros. And other people may have played once, or they get points for playing. You get a point every time you play. If you don't show up and you made a reservation, you get 3 points. The more points you have, the harder it is to get a reservation. Well, I don't understand it, but it's getting harder and harder. Maybe that's because the snowbirds are back.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
Maybe there are more people here now. I've heard there are, thousands of new homes over the last year. People competing for those tee times. But we've been shut out, like I said, multiple times, and those were for the executive. Now that's your free golf. It's easier to get a tee time on the championship courses because you pay to play there.
Yeah.
But get on the tee time system. If you're not on it, it's $8 a month. That will increase your chances greatly, but it does not guarantee it. No. It's time for bubble wrap.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. Certainly glad you both are feeling better. And during this holiday time, I'm going to give you a little task that you can do outside. It's called waxing your outside air compressor. I've got mine here, and I like to keep it all shiny and new looking. And I'm going to show you how. It's a pretty simple procedure. Take the car wax that you've got here and just give it a light spray. And then with a microfiber cloth, you're going to rub that car wax in. Give it a little bit of the wax, rub it in, and make sure you cover all the painted surfaces. There are 4 sides to the air conditioner, so make sure you get every single one. Come over here, give it a little bead of wax, and again, use that microfiber cloth to rub it all in. You don't need to oversaturate it, just a little bit here, and then again, with your cloth, rub it in, make it look nice. If you've got any bird dew on there, this is the time it'll come off. For good measure, do your fan housing too, and it's better to do all this while the unit is off. The final step, take that microfiber cloth and use a clean section or a new one and polish it all nice and clean. This will last a long time and make your unit look all brand new. While you're at it, do the electric cutoff box too. Again, give it a coat of wax and then go back over it and make it look nice. Truly, this job will only take you about 5 to 7 minutes and your air conditioner will last for years to come. I'm Peter Bernard and that's this week's Bubble Wrap.
Thank you, Peter. Now that air conditioner is one of the very biggest appliances in your home.
Yeah.
You got to take care of it. That's why we have a maintenance contract with AirFX is the company we use. They come twice a year and they service the inside components and the outside components. But that's a good pointer there because if anything you keep clean and you're monitoring it on a regular interval, you're going to be able to tell if there's problems, see if it's rusty, see if it sounds okay, and just to keep up with it. Yeah. Peter does a great job of that. But if you don't have a maintenance contract, I would look into that. Our guy is one of our preferred people. You can go to our website, jerryandlinda.com, and their contact information is in there. But they come twice a year, and it's well worth it.
It is well worth it. It's time for Pet of the Week.
Hey, Jerry and Linda. I'm Terry, my husband Steven. This is Milano. He's a 10-year-old Pomeranian. We live in Andover, New Jersey in Sussex County, and we're thinking about moving to the Villages. And you can see we had some snow, so we're sick of it. We want Florida weather. Love you guys. See you when we get there, and we hope you're feeling much, much better. Bye.
Now you can see why we want those videos in landscape, because otherwise you get to see all that stupid things we're doing in the background. We want that to fill the screen. So shoot it in landscape and show us those adorable little animals. Yes, they are.
And now more questions.
This is from Mia. She says she loves watching our show. Please keep it up. I was wondering if there's a prison close to the villages, and are you concerned about it if there is? Well, Mia, if you know about the villages, you know it's long.
Yeah.
You know, it's, I never even can figure it out, but probably 45 minutes from the top to the bottom. Well, the prison is closer to the bottom. It's nearest to Monarch Grove, probably McClure, the Linden area, in those neighborhoods. And it's secluded on the other side of the road behind some trees. You'd probably never know it's back there. It is a federal correctional complex. And there are thousands back there of prisoners, but it is super well run. It's rare that they ever have any types of emergencies. And we don't worry about it. I've talked to a lot of people down there. Have you?
No, but we have a few friends that live right near it, and they don't hear anything.
We have heard that once in a while you might hear the loudspeaker saying, return to your cells, or whatever they say.
Get off that wall.
Yeah, get off the wall. Stop or we'll shoot. But we don't know anybody that's been bothered by it or anybody that fears it. And they're certainly selling houses like hotcakes down there. So evidently it's not that big a deal. But again, that's down in south of 44, as we call it, in the Southern Oak section, back over in there.
There you go.
On the other side of the turnpike even.
This next question, or actually it's a statement from David Hayes and Dory, and they're friends of ours, regarding their show with Christmas lights. If you are not yet in editing phase for that show, a shout out for our street of Darlington Drive, village of Liberty Park in the Villages. The darn tootin'est best street from first cul-de-sac to last. You know what? We are going to do that with our family probably tomorrow night. Yeah. And so that'll be kind of fun to see all the lights, and it is amazing. When they've been advertising this in the papers for the last.
Do you have that paper
week.
You can show them?
I do. This right here. Hang on.
But Darlington Drive, you would get there by, it's just south of Sumter Landing, and they will be decked out in there. And Dave and Dory say that, as you heard, that it's really pretty. So try to give that a shot.
It's Bright Lights, and it's been advertised almost every day in the paper, and they have sections after section of all the villages.
Right, and they've had caravans of golf carts following these paths. So if you can get your hands on one of these lifestyle papers, you'll be able to. But if you get up there to Darlington, tell Dave and Dory that Jerry and Linda said hello.
Yeah.
We're going to take a week off from the word jumble this week. Now, last week it said find as many flowers as you can find. So I did it myself, and here are some that I found. I found petunia, rose, iris, daisy, violet, and tulip. And there are probably some others in there too. But it's kind of fun to do that, and I hope you all like it. And we'll come back with another one next week.
It's time for Out and About.
We went to the Tequila Cantina.
Yes, we did. And it was up in Spanish Plains, is that right?
Okay, that's right on Highway 466. So it's pretty close to the Walmart. It's right next to Custom Apparel.
Oh, yeah.
If you've gone up to get one of our t-shirts, those folks are wonderful up there. And Tequila Cantina, we had never been there, but we were hankering for some Mexican food. And we went in there and looked at the menu, and what did you have?
I had a burrito grande, and it was grande. Look, wait till you see this picture. It was huge, and I ate a third of it and took the rest home.
And you got beef?
I did. I did, and it was ground beef.
And what's it come with?
It had, well, they offered sour cream, guacamole, and I didn't, that's all I had.
Okay.
Yeah, it was enough.
And it was a good sized burrito. And I got the chimichanga.
Yeah.
I always like the chicken chimichanga, the shredded chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Now, I always ask for mine just because I don't know any better. You know, I'm a bumpkin that lives in a barn. I always like them to hold the guacamole, if there is any, and I don't want sour cream.
That's right.
So mine did come with just smothered in sour cream.
It did. I mean,
But
it was
they
smothered.
made up for it right away. They brought me a clean set. But the chimichanga was so good. Now, she said she only ate part of hers. I ate half of mine. The next day, I got to eat some more of both. It's so good. Just delicious. Tequila Cantina up in Spanish
Of course,
Springs.
they have the chips with the salsa, and oh my gosh, it was hot salsa. We started eating it, and the first day we both looked at each other and goes, this is hot. But it was delicious. I enjoyed it.
Right. And yeah, those little home-cooked chips with that hot sauce now. That was hotter than usual that you get at
Yeah,
most of your places.
yeah,
But
it was.
delicious. We loved it. Our whole meal tax tip gratuity, about $34 for lunch. Can't do it every day,
No.
but you can do it once in a while.
We'll do it for out and about.
We do it for out and about. Yeah. It's time for Sweet and Salty. Why don't you take the sweet?
I will. This is from Leslie Klein Bateman. I really enjoy your posts and Facebook page too. I will sometimes say, I have these friends you said, and then I have to explain that I've never actually met you, but you still seem like good friends of mine.
That's the ultimate compliment.
That is.
I love
is.
that.
I feel good. You know, people say, I feel like I've known you forever.
Well, we meet people all the time
Yeah.
that say, you don't know us, but we know you. And
know.
it's great. It's a really good feeling. And,
Yeah.
you know, like we always say, it's the best part of living here. The people are fantastic.
You can always have more friends.
But this Pam here, all right. Pam says, Jerry, I noticed your face has somewhat of a tilt on your left side. Did you have dental work recently, or maybe you have someone look at your speech?
Oh, well, that is the first. No one's ever said that about you. Not that I know of.
Well,
Interesting.
Pam, thank you for noticing. Lucky I have something good to look at next to me all the time.
There you
It's
go.
good. All right, let's go to our shout outs.
And now it's time for Jerry and Linda's Shoutouts.
A reminder to please email us your pictures. We still have pictures, but we could use more. So landscape, big old smiling pictures. Get your Jerry and Linda t-shirts on. If you have them, show them to us. Show us what you love to do, where you live. Show us that snowfall up there up north. We particularly love to see those pictures.
Yeah, we do.
And just send us the pictures to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com. And we would appreciate that very much.
Right.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
You were kind of looking at me there for a while,
Because that's a J for Jerry. It was your turn.
but I don't put names by what I do.
Well, there it is.
Okay. But I did it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
finally.
And that is going to do it
Yeah.
for this week's edition of
Yeah.
Quit It. We already did that.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share with all of your friends, neighbors, and relatives. And have a Merry Christmas.
The
Until
merriest Christmas.
Until next time.
In Europe, I heard they say Happy Christmas.
Yes. Happy Christmas, happy,
Happy Christmas.
holidays, happy everything.
And if you are, if you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Hanukkah or whatever you enjoy. Happy Kwanzaa or
That's right.
or
That's
whatever.
right. Enjoy.
It's all good.
Enjoy your friends and relatives. Until next time.
See you when you get here.